With the DJI Flip, there are 3 methods of flying this. You can use palm takeoff, or off from your hand, straight here. You can use your phone to control the drone, and you can also use a controller. I've got an integrated controller here with my DJI Flip. It could be a basic controller as well. Now, with the DJI Flip and these 3 modes, I mentioned in my long-term review that the first 2 modes, the palm takeoff and controlling by your phone, are restricted to 30 meters height and 50 meters of distance. You can't fly any further away from that. They're linked by a Wi-Fi to your phone. However, the maximum distance realistically is about 30 meters, what I find. So they're very restrictive, and you can't buy a DJI Flip without a controller. So in my opinion, these early methods are the first 2 methods of the palm takeoff and landing with the different smart shots and the controlling with the phone are very restricted, and they're not worth doing because you can't buy it without a controller. You might as well just use a controller. But for completeness, I will go through these methods. I've also tested this drone with palm takeoff without any DJI Fly app on my phone, and so I've not got the Fly app operating on my phone, and it still works. Here are 2 clips with palm takeoff without the DJI Fly app active on my phone. First one was Follow Me, second one is Rocket, but they all work without the DJI Fly app on my phone. To power the drone on and off, there is the button on the side next to the battery, and on the other side is the button that you scroll through the different modes, automated flight modes. To switch the drone on and off, you just press this button on the side, battery will come up live. There you go. And you can scroll through different, if I've powered the drone on, I can scroll through different items now. So if I go,
follow.
First one's follow,
Dronie,
circle, rocket, spotlight,
direction track,
okay.
circle, rocket, spotlight.
Let's start with the first one, which is the follow. Now if I hold the button down on follow, now come over here. So let's hold the button down on follow.
Medium, follow, 3, 2, 1, 1.
And what it's doing is using its AI technology with the collision avoidance on the front to pick me up. If I wander back now here, out of its way, it should just follow me. And it should try and stay behind me as it follows me. And if I hold my hand out underneath it, it should just land. So let's go through the next one now. Let's have another look at
Dronie.
Right, let's wander down here for the Dronie. It'll be a 4 meter Dronie, I think, which is the medium one. Let's go from that.
4 meters. Dronie. 3, 2, 1.
So it's now flying back and rising up to 4 meters away from me. And then it'll be coming back. Okay, let's try the next one.
Circle.
I need 4 meters around me, so let's make sure we got 4 meters.
4 meters. Circle. 3, 2, 1.
It'll now go back 4 meters and now go round me. Now I've got the DJI Fly app running on my phone. It's live on my phone, but it's over there, it's away from me. So as long as the phone is within 20 25 to 30 meters, these modes should operate. Now it should just come back to me. Put my hand underneath it. Hold your hand down again. Keep your fingers flat and that should come out. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one.
Rocket. 4 meters. Rocket. 3, 2, 1.
Now the drone should go straight up, go back a little bit, then straight up. I move over here a touch. Going up to 4 meters. Looking straight down to me. And now it should come back down. Now one of the other issues I've spoke to you about on my long-term review of this is that you have no control over this now. If you haven't got a controller, you haven't got any form of control. There's no return to home on these automated flight modes. And there's no abort button. So those are the difficulties on this. Let's have a look at the next one.
Spotlight.
Now Spotlight.
Spotlight. 3, 2, 1.
What Spotlight is a tripod in the sky, so the drone stays completely still. As I walk around and move around, it'll follow me. It doesn't move, the drone physically doesn't move, like in follow me mode. The actual drone stays in the same spot, and it just moves. So if I walk towards it, I walk away from it, I walk to the left, walk to the right, it just tracks me. And if I go back to it and put my hand underneath it, it should just come down. Okay, so that's the Spotlight mode.
Direction track.
Now this is a custom one that I've got preset to direction track. There are a couple of other options. You can go for a helix, which is a circle with a wider arc, some boomerang. It's quite tight here, so I'm not going to use either of those. The helix is an extended circle, and the boomerang is quite a lot more extended circle, and it flies a bit like a boomerang. So let's go for direction track.
Direction track. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so this should just follow me now. Now with direction track, you have to stand to bring it back to you. You have to stand still, else if you go towards it, it just goes away. And those are the different automated flight modes using the Palm launch. Now these automated flight modes with Palm takeoff and landing are all well and good, but this is a sophisticated drone. It's got a tremendous camera on it, and although I did say in my long-term review this is like the big brother of the Neo, which we've flown before and you've seen my reviews, I find these automated flight modes really restricted. You can do all of this and a lot more with the controller. The controller you have to buy with the drone anyway, so I can't see the point in flying these short, small modes. It's okay. If you're a vlogger, okay, it's automated, but it's not really worthwhile doing. So let's have a look at this using the app with the phone now, which you've got more versatility on. Let's use my phone and fly the drone using the DJI Fly app on the phone. You see we've got it connected on manual control. I've got the drone over here on the pad. Let's press takeoff, hold it down, and the drone should take off. Okay, and then I can use these virtual sticks to fly it. So if I push the right stick forward, the drone will fly forward. If I bring it in over, turn it towards me, push the right stick forward again, and the drone's coming over here. I can push it up, left stick up, left stick down, turn to the left, turn to the right. Now these virtual controls on the app are quite clumsy in my opinion, but they still work. You can flip at the top here between, if I press that it'll go to this button here, it'll go to still image, press that back it'll go back to video. At the bottom here you've got the various settings for the video, and if I go across to 1080p and I go back to 2.7, that is your actual cropped portrait mode. The camera on this drone doesn't turn like it does on the Mini 3 and 4. It doesn't have that capability, but it simulates portrait mode by cropping the footage on this 2.7K. So that's how you do it on this particular drone if you want to have a portrait shot. You've got frame rates at the bottom, 40 frames a second, 50 frames a second, 60 frames a second. You can actually go into different color profile mode, normal D or D-Log-M. D-Log-M is a really flat file that you use for editing video, and it gives you a better end results when you're color correcting. And then you've got H.264 and H.265. I would always be on 265. So at the top you can actually got a button on the left hand side manually to land it, or you can hit the manual control button and change the different things. So if I wanted to go into follow mode, if I press follow now and press start, that drone should start to follow me. Obstacle unavailable for some reason. So it's now coming around. If I walk towards it, it should come round me and it should fly behind me and follow me again. So I've selected the follow mode. You can see it running. If I press stop now, it's stopped. Let's have a look at something else. We could go to spotlight mode. Now spotlight mode is the drone is a tripod in the sky. And if I press start now, it's now locked onto me with the subject scanning that you can see. If I now walk over here, the drone stays completely still. It doesn't move, all right? But it stays like a tripod in the sky. Benefit of using this is I can actually change the height. So if I press on this bottom button down here on the left-hand side, that brings up the joysticks. I can now push that drone up, or I can bring it down, and I'm still tracking me, but I can move the height of the spotlight. I could move the location of the spotlight. If I wanted to bring it over here and I wanted to pull it back towards the so it's now tracking me. If I want to go backwards and extend it, if I wanted to push it up, for example, I can go up above it. I can move the spotlight position round. Now if I want to now drop that down, come back to spotlight, get rid of those virtual sticks, press that down to get rid of the virtual stick and press stop. Stop light is now stopped, okay? Right, now I've got the drone a bit high there. If I go back to that now and then bring the drone down, I can land it as well while I'm looking at it. The other modes we've got are exactly the same as we've used before. There's Dronie, there's Circle, there's Rocket. Let's do a Dronie. I'll come over here, I'll bring the drone towards me. Let's start again. We'll get back up. We'll go manual control. We'll bring the drone towards me. So I've got a reasonable distance behind for doing a Dronie. I'll do the Dronie, and I'm going to do a low Dronie. So I'm actually going to turn the drone around a touch. So the back of the drone is going to go by the side of the item. I'm now going to go manual control. I'm going to go Dronie. I'll get rid of these controls. 4 meter rise it's got there, but let's do a 4 meter flat. So the drone should stay at this same height and head towards the camera. So that's a 4 meter flat. It's going to video when I do it, and let's press the Dronie again. So there's the Dronie, 4 meter flat. Let's get rid of that now. Okay, press the button and press start, and off we're going to go. So it's saying obstacle avoidance is available. So that's gone really low. You can see how low that's gone. It's going to go past the camera, out to about 4 meters, not that far actually. The camera's a bit further away than I thought. And then it's going to come back towards me. And you see it counting down, and it stops itself. So that's the Dronie. The other ones I can do, rocket, spotlight, direction track. Let's look at rocket. So we've got, let's have a look what it's actually got set for. So rocket is down here. We've got 4 meters, we've got rotation not on, we've got video, and we've got, so let's just go with a rocket, and we'll start again. So push that and press start. So that drone should go above my head now. Looking down, straight down, vertical at -90 at camera angle. It is tracking me as a person. Let's come back down now. Come on. So now the drone's coming back down. It should just come to the front of me now. Fly forward and come forward in front of me. We now go back to manual controls. I'll push the drone up a touch, and then I'll land it. But let's change from manual control to spotlight again, and then we'll go back from spotlight out of that to manual control. And you see at the top we've got the 74% left on the battery, and we've got 18 minutes 27 on there. The signal strength's reasonably good, and you've got all of the different modes that you can look at here. There is a button across here which is the mic button, and you can take out of the footage if you want to by using that. I'm on a mic now. I could take out the drone noise if I wanted to by using that button there. So I'm using an external microphone. I'm saying OK. That's how you do it.
Direction track.
Now for direction track, that's a custom setting, and there are 2 other custom settings you can go to, Helix and Boomerang, but it's set in the app, and once it's in the app it stays that way. So if I go and have a look at the app now, and we'll have a drop down at that. So but we're going to stay on direction track, and we'll go back to directional track. We'll go to medium, and we'll go follow height a little bit lower this time. And let's set that up. And so we're now on both on that. Let's click on back on that. So direction track, and let's start that off.
Medium. Direction track. 3, 2, 1.
So now it should drop down a little bit. Okay, and it should follow me now. And now it's proper direction track. So it's now staying 90 degrees to me as I walk sideways, and the direction track is working correct. If I walk towards it, it should go backwards but come across. So wherever I'm going, the direction track should stay with me. And if I hold my hand out towards it, stay still, it should come back to me. But you have to stay still. If you go towards it and it's tracking you, it will move away from you as you're walking towards it. You can't keep approaching directional track. You have to stay completely still and hold your hand out and let it come towards you. The voice control mechanism is over here, and there's the various voice different, check the settings. These are the settings you can use: follow, circle, spotlight. I particularly don't like those, and you enact them, you start them off by saying hey fly. So if I say hey fly, follow. Hey fly, follow. Okay, so that should follow me now. So yeah, voice controls, they're great if you want to use them. I don't particularly like them. I think they're a waste of time, but it's up to you. You can go follow. If I want to turn it round now, come back over here, it's now on the follow. Hey fly, stop.
Okay.
So now come out of it. And if I land the drone now, I'll put the manual control and I pull the butt down. Just hold the hand underneath. So in conclusion, the DJI Flip is a really good drone, under 250 grams with a great camera. And I would always suggest you fly it using the integrated controller, which is by far the best way to fly it. You've got the benefit of the transmission signal, the OcuSync 4 between the drone and the controller. You've got the signal strength. You can fly the drone up to 8 kilometers away actually, but legally in the UK it's 500 meters, or visual line of sight it's about 90 meters. So those are the two regs that you have to conform to, but you've got all of the signal strength up to 8 kilometers, and that's why it's so much easier to fly. I don't see any point in using the hand takeoff, palm takeoff, or flying the drone on your phone with Wi-Fi. Both are restricted. Just use a controller and you get... If you enjoyed this video, then subscribe to the channel, or watch the next video in the playlist, or the new videos that we've just recently downloaded.